Hey everyone, Dimitri, Monk's Burgers and More. Wanted to talk a little bit today about our focus on local, how we enjoy and thoroughly believe about supporting local. From the ice cream that we use for our milkshakes to the breweries that we have, Buckle Down, Noon Whistle, pretty much all local. Now we're kind of moving in that with spirits, and I'm actually sitting here at Wolf Point Distilling in West Loop, Chicago. Pavlos.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And we just want to talk a little bit about bourbon and some of the other spirits that they have.
Wolf Point, relatively new distillery in Chicago. We're only about a year and a half, or no, 2 years in November we'll be full production. Making bourbon, vodka, gin, and a few other specials. We are sourcing our bourbon right now because we have to wait for ours to age up to 4 years.
Okay.
But that's kind of standard in the industry because it's a pain.
Yep.
But for the most part, we're still making our own gins. We have a few special spirits. O'Leary's 1871, which is kind of a take on a fireball that is no calories, no sugar added or anything. It's just cinnamon, tangerine peel, and angelica root, just infused through vapor infusion. And then we also have our gin, which is also made the same way through vapor infusion. Both spirits got gold medals in the beverage tasting in the last year or two, which was really exciting for us. And then we have our bourbon. We're doing single barrel drops. We should be coming out with our rye hopefully in November. That's exciting. And then we have another product coming out hopefully in a couple months or so. It's called Everlay, which is another vapor infusion that we do. And then we also do a seep after it to kind of change the color to like a pinkish, purplish color. And also add like a little mint flavor.
So if you got a minute or two, could take a walk around and you kind of show the process if you would.
Let's get started.
Pavlos?
Yep.
Thanks for showing us around here. It was great.
Cool. Thank you for coming by.
Let's head on back to Monk's.
Yeah.
So basically, Wolf Point was Chicago before Chicago was Chicago. It was where the first tavern opened up, the first theater, hotel, pharmacy, etc. There was a lot of importing and exporting being done. So it was a happening place. With that said, it brought in a lot of crowd, and Wolf Point basically made Chicago. Eventually, Chicago became incorporated. So about Florence Field Gin, which was our first spirit that we made. This is Marshall Field's sister-in-law. When her husband, Henry, passed away, she donated 41 paintings and the 2 lions to the Art Institute. Largest donation to date. Henry was an avid art collector, would often go to Europe to collect pieces. Didn't know what he really had, but he had a good eye. So she donated 41 paintings and the 2 lions to the Art Institute. Actually, their nicknames is Defiance and Prowl based off their positions. So back then, women weren't addressed by their first names. She was known as Mrs. Henry Field. So we went to the Art Institute. We first did a Google search, we couldn't find it. Went to the Art Institute to try to find her name. We had to find out her name. They didn't know, they got like 10 other people involved, they didn't know. We went to the History Museum, and they invited us down to the archives, and through the obituary, which we found out survived by Florence Field, our gin is super floral, so Florence Field Gin was born.
So Eric, I just want to say thank you for having myself and some of my staff members come out to the distillery. It was a great time. I've actually never been to a distillery before, believe it or not. So this is my first. This is my first, and it was well worth it. Guys, if you can't make it during a time when they're open, come on out to LaGrange and enjoy the spirits here.
With a burger.
Enjoy the spirits here.